The Philadelphia Eagles versus the New England Patriots started off slow. The defenses for both units came to play, but when push came to shove, the real QB2 for the Eagles took over the game. In today's video, we recap the whole game, plus go over some of the standout players and things we learned from preseason game 2. But first, now I know why Jalen Hurts left Kenny Pickett hanging. I'm just kidding. We'll talk about it. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the videos. So the Philadelphia Eagle players headed to Gillette Stadium as they will suit up and take on the New England Patriots in preseason game 2. Mind you, just a day ago, they had a very tough joint practice where they dominated the Patriots, at least the first team did. But as the game closed in, we heard from beat reporters that Nick Sirianni was not going to play the starters in this game, but some, I repeat, only some defensive starters would play for Vic Fangio just so he can get a better feel of who's going to win certain matchups and how they fit in this defense. The reasoning behind Nick Sirianni not playing the starters, according to him, was because 2 days ago was joint practice with the Patriots, where the Eagles' first team offense and defense got some really physical reps. Now, before we break down the whole game, tell me this is not fully Kellen Moore's offense. This man got Tanner McKee and Anaya Smith looking like Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. And this is just the preseason. Kellen Moore still being vanilla. Look at this play one more time. The motion, the creativity is a beauty. However, I got one more thing to tell you before we recap the whole thing, good and bad. A new sponsor that I think y'all will really like. So a lot of y'all been asking me, where can I get the best Eagle tickets, whether I'm watching it in Philadelphia or on the road? Well, look no further, as today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticket app. There are more than 70,000 events on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. The last time I went to a comedy event, Kevin Hart, gotta show love to the Philly comedians. I got my tickets from SeatGeek and we had a terrific time. But like I said, they have everything from concerts to baseball games to maybe your favorite NBA game you want to go check. But I know why we're all really here. It's for our Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I know people already been buying tickets, but SeatGeek still got a lot left. And they put all the tickets across the web in one place to make sure you're getting a good deal. Each ticket is rated on a scale from 1 to 10. So look for the green dots, green means good and red means bad, to get the best tickets out there. And you know I came through for you guys. Use my code PhillyTalkPod for $20 off your tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code PhillyTalkPod. Make sure you click the link in the description and or the pinned comment section to download the app and enjoy whatever game you pick, whether it's on the road or at home, to watch our Philadelphia Eagles. Johnny Wilson did not play this game. He was in concussion protocol from the joint practice. Okay, so the Patriots get ball first, and they started off with a run up the middle. A couple plays later, 3rd and 5, Brissett going deep, Bradberry on the coverage, and it's incomplete. Eagles ball inside their 10. Pickett going deep to Ross, but overthrows him. On 3rd and 5, Kenny G gets a check down from Pickett, but he goes nowhere, so the Eagles are first to punt on their first possession. On the Patriots' second drive, Brissett rolling out off his back foot, caught close to a first down, which they eventually get. Later that drive, 3rd and 3, Brissett firing, intercepted by Avonte Maddox. Great way to step in front of the tight end, and he takes it out the end zone. I'm talking the 10, the 20, the 30, and more, while Jacoby Brissett is in his feelings. Next Eagles drive, facing a 3rd down. They're going to fake the run. Quick pass to John Ross for the first. A couple plays later for Pickett and the Eagles, he's going deep on the wheel route, incomplete. Real quick, let's go back to the Avonte Maddox pick. That's what we're getting when Avonte Maddox is healthy. His problem has always been health. So him as a backup That is a really good depth piece, and I believe he's going to be crucial to this roster throughout the season. So it's New England's ball. 1st and 10, a run up the right side for a gain of 3. A couple plays later, 3rd and 7, Brissett facing the pressure, gets the ball out of his hand, but it's incomplete. Now, this is where the Eagles started feeling a lot of pressure. Nothing on 1st, 2nd, and on 3rd and 6, the Patriots come with a blitz. Kenny tries to escape, but he's tackled for a sack. So the ball goes back to New England. 2nd and 11, Drake May tries to scramble. Nakobe Dean says no. Jim Washburn has been doing good with the linebackers and edge rushers in Fangio's defense. Patriots next play, 3rd and 5, Drake May across the middle on Keely Ringo for the first. Then after that, we get a flag roughing the passer on Nolan Smith. I'm still high on Nolan, but this was a boneheaded play. You know you can't go helmet to helmet, especially with a quarterback. You gotta be smarter. Don't look like Derek Barnett. But no, I see a lot of trash talk on Nolan Smith's name on Twitter. Here's my take. The last 3 times we've seen him play, he got 3 sacks. 1 against the Bucks, 1 against the Ravens, and 1 against the Patriots. Now, the Ravens and Patriots came in the second half versus backups, but some of them guys might make the roster. When I look at his overall game, Fangio's asking him to do a lot. Rush the passer, play off ball, and in that Patriots game, he got 24 snaps. Half of them were against the starters because the starters played the full first half of the New England Patriots. Does he got to get better against the run? Does he got to add stuff to his game? Of course. But to be mad at him for getting a sack in the 3rd quarter, but praise Tanner McKee for carving up the 4th quarter, 4th-string Patriots defense is being a little up and down to me. I'm okay with being critical, and Nolan Smith's going to have to continue to get better. But I think we're being a little too crazy for preseason game 2. And we're going to talk about Tanner McKee versus Kenny Pickett real soon. Back to the game, Drake May on 3rd and 7, going deep, and Keely Ringo there, incomplete. Next drive for the Eagles, 1st and 10, check down to Will Shipley, and he almost gets the first, which the Eagles eventually pick up. But on the next first down, Kenny Pickett goes down. But on 2nd and 22, a screen to Shipley, and he almost gets the first for us. Next play, a penalty, which makes it 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. Pickett looking, pressure in his face. He tries to escape. There was pressure in his face all night long. He rolls to the left, tries to get the first, but gets sacked. So they decide to go for it on 4th and 9, and guess what happens again? Another sack. Patriots back with the ball, 2nd and 4, 5 minutes left of the half, and a big first down. Next play for the Patriots, Jeremiah Trotter shoots the gap, but gets stiff-armed. Eagles still tackle for no gain, but again, wasn't the strongest game from Jeremiah Trotter Jr., but both him and Nakobe Dean play good. But again, I like the instincts for him to shoot the gap. Next time, make the tackle. But again, he's good up there. Real quick, just to let y'all know, Jake Rabati of the NFL tweeted today, Nakobe Dean is the Eagles' highest Pro Football Focus graded player through 2 preseason games with a 91.6. I told y'all, stay on the wagon. Now the Patriots on 3rd and 11, Eagles blitz, a perfect screen called, and he takes it all the way inside the Eagles 5. But the Eagles stop him on 1st and 2nd, and on 3rd and goal, Drake May scores himself. Look, James Bradberry did not have his best game. He missed some tackles, and we're going to talk about all that in a little bit. But the way he got fooled on this RPO was crazy. He was right there for the tackle, but he goes the opposite way. As a safety, he needs to be able to read this play, especially when it's that obvious. We'll see how he does in the future, I guess. So the Eagles down 10, under 2 minutes. Kenny Pickett tries to scramble and gains a couple yards. A couple plays later, 40 seconds left, 3rd and 7. Guess what happens? A sack. So the Eagles going to have trailing 10-3. But don't worry, Tanner McKee's coming. Eagles get ball to start the second half. First play, Tanner McKee hands it off to Shipley for a nice gain. Later that drive, 3rd and 3, McKee to E.J. Jenkins for the first down. The very next play, McKee goes to the same side, but to Joseph Nagata for the first. Next couple plays go to Will Shipley, and the Eagles are now facing with a 4th and 1. That means brotherly shove, but we did not get it. So it's Patriots ball. Nothing on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd and 10, Drake May going deep, incomplete. Eagles ball, trailing by 7. McKee on 1st down goes deep, and we get a catch. A couple plays later, 3rd and 7, McKee to Joseph Nagata, and he gets the first down. But look at the sideline. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, C.J. Garner-Johnson, and Paris Campbell all cheering. Later in the drive, 4th and 1, we run it up the middle and we get it. But the Patriots challenge it, and they get the reversal, which was absolutely false. I ain't mad it's a preseason game, but if it's a real game, I'd be upset with that. So after the cheating, it's 3rd and 8. He goes deep, but a pass interference on the Eagles. A couple plays later, another 3rd down for Drake May and the Patriots, and he's going to be sacked. Next Eagles possession, Will Grier in. He hands it a TDP, and he gets close to a first. So they go right back to him on 2nd and 1, and beautiful patience gets the first. Later that drive, 2nd and 3, Will Grier looking, and he fires to E.J. Jenkins. Low-key, E.J. Jenkins put on some good film. Maybe he bumps up to tight end 3. I like the youngster. That's a beautiful one-hand snag. But like clockwork, inside the 10, 2nd and 5, and Will Grier gets sacked. Then we get a penalty, so it's 3rd and 19, and we go for the touchdown, and it's incomplete. So we settle for 3. Eagles kick off, and the Patriots have their biggest return of the day, going past midfield to the Eagles' 47. Sheesh. So it's 1st and 10 for Joe Milton. He's dropping back, looking, firing, and it's almost picked. A couple plays later, Milton scrambling, and he's going to throw it for the 1st down. Nothing on 1st and 2nd down for the Patriots. Now they're facing 3rd and 3. Eagles showing blitz. Milton quick pass, incomplete. Eagles get the ball back, but on 2nd, so they punt it back to the Patriots. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. Milton rolling out, firing, and this was going to be incomplete. A couple plays later, 3rd and 10. He tries to scramble for the 1st and gets popped. Eagles still trailing by a touchdown. McKee going deep to Joseph Nagata for a big 1st down. A couple plays later, empty back set. McKee to Watkins, who breaks a tackle and gets the 1st. Next play, Tanner McKee finds Joseph Nagata for the best play of the night. Inside the 5. Tanner McKee absolutely threaded the needle in the 2nd half, and especially on this drive. Next play, Eagles 1st and goal. They're going to fake the handoff, throw it to the tight end, and gets down to the 1, which then they eventually hand it to Kendall Milton, who gets the rushing touchdown. However, the Eagles elect to go for 2. We will not settle for a tie. Tanner McKee, shotgun motion Anaya Smith, and hits him for the 2-point conversion. You gotta love it for Anaya Smith, dropping everything in training camp, but catches an important football. He might got his mojo back, but again, I love the motion here. Game's not over yet. Milton dropping back on 1st and 10, and he's going to be sacked. Now facing 3rd and 17, he's going back, and he gets sacked again. Eagles don't do nothing on 1st and 2nd. Faced with a 3rd, McKee going deep, but he can't get 2 feet in. Patriots last chance, 2nd and 6, quick pass, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. A couple plays later, Zapp fumbles the ball, and the Eagles jump on it. Game over. Victory formation at its finest. You gotta love that the Eagles defense closes out back-to-back preseason games. Again, it's just a preseason. We didn't see Jalen Hurts in the offense and even some big starters on defense. No Slay, no Davis, no Carter, no Reed, no CJ. There was a lot of people who didn't really play. And even the starters like Huff and Devin, they played like 8 to 10 snaps. I know a lot of people are going to be tough on Nolan. That's cool, but don't give up on him. You could be tough, but don't give up on him. As for Kelee Ringo, had another good statistical game, but some of them incompletes weren't really Kelee. He was there, but he didn't get the PBU. 2 40-plus yard passes were in the receiver's hand. He was on the hip, but in the receiver's hand, and he dropped it. So it could have turned worse for Kelee, but I still like what he's been doing, and I'm interested to see how the battle continues. As for Tyler Steen, he was forced to play. The Eagles did not play no starters. Mekhi Becton played 0 snaps. Nick Sirianni tried to say that it's still a competition, but to me, Mekhi Becton is the right guard unless Tyler Steen shocks the world in the next couple days of camp and preseason. So mark it as Mekhi Becton. As for QB2, Tanner McKee was asked, should he be QB2? And he was asked something else crazy. Listen.
That's not my decision. I wish it was. But I'm just ready to go out and play whenever they call my name.
Were you surprised when they traded for Kenny?
Was I surprised? Howie did a great job of communicating. I think they do a really good job of communicating. They told me that they were going to bring in another quarterback, and we were going to compete. And so that was the message that I got. And Kenny's been a great teammate, and we're going to continue to compete for probably the whole year.
Hey, he thinks it's a competition, so we'll see how it goes. Nick Sirianni came out and said right now, Kenny Pickett is QB2. We'll see if things change. At the end of the day, as long as Jalen Hurts is a starter, we won't see neither of them. So hopefully it doesn't matter. As for the actual conversation, the game looked different with Tanner McKee. He was slinging a rock, but you got to keep it in context. Tanner McKee was going against the fourth-team defense. Kenny Pickett was going against the first-team defense. Still, high completion percentage for Pickett, 11 of 13, but only 67 yards. When Tanner McKee was 15 of 19 for like $140 and drove us down the field. I will say this, though. There were certain plays where, yeah, Kenny Pickett looked booty juice with just his progression. But there was also plays where Kenny Pickett had no time. So what would Tanner McKee look like with the first quarter pressure and stuff? So you got to put all that in context. But just the eye test, I like Tanner McKee last year, and I wanted him over Mariota, and I like him this year, and I want him over Pickett too. But I will give Pickett the benefit of the doubt. But politics are going to play into this. Pickett came from the Steelers. Pickett made us swap their round picks. Pickett will be QB2 unless he has to play and then he sucks in the regular season. Then Nick Sirianni's hand will be forced to play Tanner McKee. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike again. Click the link in the description and or the pinned comment section. So if you get tickets to a concert, an NBA game, an Eagles game, you get $20 off your ticket. I'm hooking you up. Drop the muscle emoji. Leave a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. And again, y'all know what time it is. We out.